This is my game in which you need to catch the balls. By catching each ball, you can the score increases by one. If you get to 100, then you will win. Let me explain what we did. Just we gonna use Adobe Illustrator for creating our sprites. We create a cup, then we import every sprites into a game. Then we gonna add colliders. First edge collider. For our sprite we add edge collider. Firstly we add for our player sprite we add edge collider, which we use to make the outer line for a player, uh, so that the balls can detect where the walls edges of the cup are. And then we add rigid body 2D, which gives physics to our player. Then we add another edge collider 2D, then which is placed at the bottom of the cup, uh, there. We tick the is triggered, with which we can detect the collisions between the balls and the collider. Then we can increase the score by 1 when the ball hits the collider. Then we need to generate the balls above the scene. Um, for that we gonna create an object. Then we need an object where the ball needs to be generated. We create an object, empty object. Then we place that object above the scene. Then we gonna write a script with which we can give in these inputs. The first x limit, which is limits, which is like end of the scene on the both sides. We're gonna give 8. Then we can um, set negative and positive sides with changing sign in front of it. So just we given the positive side of the scene. Then we need to give the positions where the ball needs to be generated. I took 6 positions. I added the positions -8, -6, -3, 3, 6, and 8. Then we need to add ball prefabs. I decided to make four balls with which are different colors to make it visually good. So these all are arrays. So we are going to store these game objects and expositions, everything in the array. Then we're gonna iterate for particular object or number. Then these are the ways with which we can like in the first wave the balls, the only one ball is going to be created at the random position. We can set, see here, spam amount, the one, which indicates that only one ball is going to be generated. Here a spam amount at 3, I set it to 3, so it means 3 balls are going to be generated randomly in these 6 positions. Then spam amount is 6, which means all 6 are going to be all 6 positions are going to be populated with the balls, with the different balls. Then this is just in text which says the score, and this is the empty game object which is placed under the scene, with which we can detect the ball collisions. Then we can destroy. If we do not destroy the ball, which are not catched by the player and drop down, then they gonna create like, let me show you. Here balls are being generated. If we do not see, if we do not generate, if we do not, here, see here, the balls are being generated but are not getting destroyed. Because of this, we are going to fill the game with the balls. These needs to be destroyed because they are um, going out of the scene. Then there is no use of them. They're gonna fall like infinitely. So we need to destroy the objects. There is two advantages by destroying the objects. One, we are going to save the memory. Eventually, it will. If we do not, eventually it will crash our game. Then there's a second advantage is that even though game is running on the low-end PC, it will run very smoothly. Um, Let me show you the scripts. This is the script for moving the player. First, we cannot declare the movement speed, which can be set in the in here. Here we set it to 15 so that our player can move with enough speed, not lagging. Then this is the line with which we are going to get the inputs. Um, if we press right arrow button, then we are going to get 1 as an input. If we press left button arrow button, we are going to get -1. Um, the second line says that we are setting the position of the player by passing the movement variable into the vector 3, and then we are going to multiply with the movement. Then third line is used for um, this basically says that your player should not go -7.5 from the scene, which is here. The player will not go beyond this point. Then we are not going to change anything in y-axis and z-axis. We are going to keep it as it is. Then we have ball generator script. These are the arrays which I already explained in there. We are going to set the x limit and positions of the ball with where the ball needs to be generated, and ball prefabs. And this is the wave. This is the ball spam function, with which we can randomly select one of our prefab from the four balls. We are randomly selecting one number, 0 from 3. Then we are going to pass that into this ball prefabs array. Here it is going to select the here it is going to select the ball prefab according to this random number. Then we are passing that um, with the position where the ball needs to be generated. Even the position of the y is um, generated randomly. Then we do not need any rotation um, in the ball, so we use this argument. Then this is the script which is used to select a one wave at a time, and we are going to set x limits, which I already said that I have set it as 8, and we are going to set -8 and 8. The ball should not be created beyond these limits on either sides. Ball should be created in between these positions. that is being passed here into the exposition, then we are passing that into the here iterate over this for loop with which we can increase select differently different waves, so that every time the different number of balls being generated. Then this is the function with which we can set the delay time between the two waves and the spam amount. Then we have score script. This is very simple script. We are using on trigger enter to the function to detect the collision between the line sorry edge collider 2D and the ball. If ball hits the collider, then we are going to destroy the ball inside the player, inside the cup. Then we gonna call the function add score, in which we are increasing the score, and then we are updating the score in the scene. Then we have ball destroyer um, script. This is even simpler. We are detecting the collisions between the ball and the empty game object which is placed below the scene. If we detect the ball being collided with the game object, we are going to destroy the um, balls with, as I said before, with which we can save memory and we can play the game smoothly.